Welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be starting our monster tutorial. It has taken some time because MakerPen class and doing things in real life. But anyway, I'm here to get started. So first thing you want to do is you just want to get yourself a little platform like I have, or maybe you already have a map that you're building your monster on. Okay, so first we're just gonna draw the maker pen some way. We're gonna go to the room settings and turn on beta content. Now, what beta content is going to do is beta content will allow it so we can spawn in, beta content, monsters. You can still spawn in AI without the beta content, but if you want the CV2 monsters, you need beta content. Anyway, don't enable this. It will break your room and it cannot be turned off. So if you turn that on, yeah, start a new room. Anyway, now that we started beta content, the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get the monster that we are going to put. And I have a perfect monster that I also used in my animation tutorial. And you can place this monster wherever you want. I'm gonna place the monster right here in the corner. We're not gonna be touching him for a while, so you can just keep him there. You also are going to want to, well, you don't need to make him decorational, but if you want to save space, probably best to make him decorational if he's detailed. Now that we have that, we are going to get our platform here and we're gonna drag it down. Okay, now make sure it's not too far because if it's too far, the AI won't actually track you because it can't detect you because you're too far away. So make sure that it's far enough because once you spawn the AI, you're going to hear noise up here from the AI walking around. So you are going to want to put this pretty far distance away where you won't hear sound, but you want to make sure it's close so it can actually track the player, trial and error. Okay, so now that we have this, we are going to go to this room settings. I'm just going to set this up right away so we don't need to deal with it. We're going to go all the way down here and bake a nav mesh. Now you can have it show in a room or not. This is what the nav mesh looks like. It basically puts the AI pathing down. If you do not do this, your AI will not move anywhere. And yeah, it's just gonna sit there, then it's just gonna destroy if there's no nav mesh. And the reason you saw me manipulate it, you don't need to do that. I just did that so I don't see the purple stuff up here with the maker pin. But yeah, if you manipulate this white box around any area you want the AI to walk around, it's going to make AI pathing in that area. Now that we have that, we are going to get our AI. So go ahead and click on the circuits tab, scroll all the way over to spawner component. Now we're just gonna place this anywhere. I'll place this right here. Why not? And I usually will use the you want to configure and go to set object. Usually I use a skeleton swashbuckler because that one is really good and it will speed up when it finds someone, so it will walk around and then once it finds someone it will speed up. Anyway, I use this because it has better pathing than the goblins and stuff. Now that we have that, we can go ahead and mess with the settings. I'll talk about these later because we don't really need to change a lot of them. Depending on what kind of AI you want, we're going to change these two options, but we won't worry about that right now. Okay, so now that we have our AI, let's go ahead and get the AI spawner component chip right here. And we're gonna drag it all the way up here because we're gonna be working with this. Okay, so what's the first chip I was going to need? Oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot. Go ahead and give your AI a tag. It doesn't matter what tag you give the AI. It can be monster, it can be AI, it can be anything, but I'm just gonna stick with the monster tag. Actually, I'm gonna do AI. That one's better. And once you make your tag, then you can go up here. We're not gonna tag this just yet. Okay, so we are going to get two bool variables. So type in bool and go ahead and place them pretty close to here. Now you can rename the bool variables, but I'm not going to rename it. It doesn't need to be synced or cloud either. Just make sure you copy it and one of them is true. And we're going to need something to spawn the AI in. So I am going to place a button to spawn the AI in. You don't need a button. You could just use a event receiver for player joined or something like that, or maybe you have them click an interaction volume. But I am going to use a button to spawn the AI in. And with this button, what you're going to want to do is you want to connect this button to you want to connect it to wait a second. I need an if chip. That's what I was missing. I'm just gonna spawn in all the chips to make this easier, to be honest, because there's a lot of chips. Type in AI and we want to AI set line of sight parameters. We're gonna oh, my rotation is too low. And once we do that, we are going to want a from rec room object chip. And what this is going to do is this is going to get the because obviously when the AI spawns, you would think that the AI would appear here and you can just connect it, but that is not true. You're going to need to take the object that spawns here, put it in a from rec room object chip to change it into a rec room object, an AI, and then you can connect it up here. Okay, so we're going to change the vision type to circle. And we are going to change the vision range to, I would just go with a big range and change it to 1000. We're also going to change the hearing range to 1000. And require line of sight for targeting false. We're not messing with that because that's cone type only. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the press on this button. So when you press the button, it goes over to this if chip, connect the if bool to here. And now if it is false when you press the button, it will spawn the AI. And after it spawns, it will set the line of sight parameters. And it will also set this to true. So if I press the button one time, it will just spawn one AI. And since it changed the bool value to true, it's not going to spawn another AI. Okay, now we are going to give this monster a tag so it can actually move. I'm going to give this the tag of monster. And hello. Okay. Okay, yeah, you're going to give it a tag a monster, and now we're going to get the rest of the circuits. Get an event receiver, and make sure the event receiver is updating 30 hertz a second. 30 hertz a second. Now we are going to get a if chip. Oh, uh, we are going to get a transform chip. Sorry. Transform. Place it right here next to the update 30 hertz a second chip. Now we are going to get a few rec room object. Get first with tag chip. Should be the third one here. We're going to place one here and place one here. Well, actually, we don't need the second one. We just need the first one. And the first one is we're going to get the tag of monster because that's the tag we gave this. And you're going to see that the maker pin object appears here now. Now we are going to get a we're going to get a get position chip. So if you type in position, it should be one of the first few chips that comes up. Yeah, get position. And we also want get rotation. Okay, we're going to get an AI get target chip. So type in AI get target. And we want the position of that target. So we're going to move this position chip down here. We're just going to go ahead and connect these real quick. I'm pretty sure you want to get the rotation of... Oh, yeah, you want to get the rotation of the AI. And the rotation of the AI will be the one up here. We're going to connect the monster to the... We're going to get the position of the monster. And we want to get a vector create chip. Vector create. Vector create. And we're going to get a add chip. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the monster, which is right here. That's the target we want to transform. The position of the monster is actually going to be the we're going to get the AI's position, which is right here, and we're going to add it by a certain number until it gets up here. So if I keep this 0 and I spawn the AI, the monster is going to immediately transport down here on top of the AI. So we're just going to keep adding numbers until it gets to the top, adding numbers to the Y value, by the way. Don't add numbers to the X or Z coordinates. So I'm just going to start off with a number like maybe 40. And we are going to put the position right here. And the rotation, yeah, I kind of messed up on that. So the rotation, okay, so we're actually going to get rid of the rotation chip. And we're going to substitute it out for a subtract chip. We're going to place our subtract chip right here. And what we want to do is we want to subtract the player's position, which is going to be the target of the AI. And we are going to subtract it by the monster's position, which is up here. So that way we will get the rotation. And I'm just going to turn off my sound so you don't constantly hear that going off. And now when I go ahead and push the button on C. Okay, now that I am done rebuilding everything, we are going to copy this. And you remember how we gave the AI a tag? We're going to give AI, and we are going to get the position of the AI and be have it go to this add chip, and just like before, we're just gonna mess around with the Y value until it teleports up here. Let me just clean this up a bit. The reason that it wasn't working last time was because I forgot about a little thing in here at the bottom. It's called can modify with circuits. You're going to want to turn that on, and once you turn that on, it should not be a problem. And before you do anything, you're going to want to save the game. Please save the game, otherwise you're gonna have to build all this again like I did when I crashed. Please. And now that we got everything set up here, let's go ahead and do this. By the way, nothing's gonna happen until the AI spawns. So when I press the button, the AI will spawn, messing around with the vision ranges, hearing ranges. I think I'm gonna change this up to 10,000. And I just wanna make sure I have everything right here. Require line of sight for targeting. Keep that to false real quick. I'm just gonna change the numbers up to 10,000. Okay, so the numbers weren't high enough. That was a problem. Open this and change the number until it reaches the ground close to us. So 30 seems good. Let's see. What about 28? Closer. 27. And you just want to keep trying this until your AI is in a good spot. And like I said, we're gonna fix the AI following us like that in the next video. So don't mind what the AI is doing right now. But if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.